WhiskyJason here. Whiskey from the viewpoint of an American over here in Germany tasting rare, old, and exotic whiskeys. I'm not sure how exotic this is because this is basically in America a supermarket bottom shelf product. J.P. Wiser's Rye Blended Canadian Whiskey. Tradition of quality and craftsmanship since 1857. I do have the 750 milliliter bottle. It is 40% ABV, 80 proof, and it says at the top, quality is something you just can't rush. J.P. Wiser's. Now, take a guess what I paid for this in America. $12 to $15 bottle. Higher. Higher. I paid 33 euros and 99 cents for this. Why, do you ask? I don't have a good answer. I was looking at some different websites online and was like, what have I not had a video of in German before that is from the US or from Canada that's available? I found it and went, why not? Now, I do like this product, J.P. Wiser's the Triple Barrel 10-year-old. There is a J.P. Wiser's Triple Barrel Rye. This is not it. This is the predecessor, basically. This has been in the market since 2014. All right, and so in the Whiskybase it says it uses re-charred oak bourbon barrels. Don't know if that's true or not. On the back it just says here, full-bodied and with a unique rich toffee finish. The bold rye whiskey is made for those with uncompromising taste. Now, very, very interesting here is, before I go there, let's pour this here. This is triple barrel, so it has virgin oak, it has American cask, and it has Canadian casks. What are Canadian casks? For me, it's usually just bourbon barrels that have been used once in Canada. So it might have been the virgin oaks that have been used in Canada as well. Canada keeps all the good whiskey for themselves or sends it to Europe. Now, this actually costs 15 euros. So I should have expected to get this as well for 15 euros. Now, why did I not get it for 15 euros? I'm in the process of learning how whiskey importing, distribution, and worldwide sales work slowly but surely, all right? So now what I found out is, let's just imagine for a moment that this whiskey costs $10 in the US. All right, so now let's say it costs $10 in Canada, because what it says here on the side is, which I found very, very interesting, is it says here, imported by Pernod Ricard USA, purchased New York, product of Canada. So this was, first of all, imported from Canada down to the USA. So there was someone, Pernod Ricard, that said, hey, we're going to buy it, we're going to distribute it, we get a little bit of money for that. And then from the US, it was sent over to Germany. And also that person who sent it over to Germany is going to get some money for this. So let's just go from a hypothetical price from about 20 to 30% for each person that touches, and even if it's virtually, this bottle. All right, so you get 20% if you import it down to America. You get another 30% if you import it over to Germany. On top of that, you have the transport costs from UK, from the Canada, US, and from US over to Germany. I'm not even sure it lands in Germany. Most of the stuff in Europe lands, first of all, in Amsterdam, and from Amsterdam, it's then sent to different places within Europe. So let's just imagine it landed in Germany and we have a German warehouse. And then you put another 30% on it because you have an importer here in Germany that wants his money. And then, of course, I have an online retailer that wants his 30% on that. And don't forget that we actually have to pay alcohol taxes on this when it arrives in Germany or Europe. And then on all of that, everything, the one importer, the second importer, the basic price, the third importer, and the online shop, everything else is added on. And then you add another 19% for sales tax on top of everything else. So we pay sales tax on our alcohol tax. Welcome to Germany. All right, and so that actually means that this bottle is going to cost roundabout between 3 to 5 times the price the original producer sold it to whoever in the US or in Canada in this case. Wow. Now, that means it's a knock-on effect. That means if the person in America raises his prices by, let's just say, 10%, that 10% turns into maybe a 50% on top over here. And that's what we're looking at sometimes. And that's really, 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 really our problem at the moment in Europe. Even though we got rid of a lot of um, the import tax here, those tariffs for bourbon, what we're having is we're having a double whammy at the moment. Number one, the transport costs have quadrupled to tenfold. And number two, the exchange rate is now not in our favor. So we used to be able to buy cheaper in the States and bring it over. Now it's more expensive for us. And so that's hitting us hard as well. But hey, that's global international trade. So let's live with it, Jason. Yeah, yeah. All right, good. Enough of my ranting and raving again here. On the nose, a little bit of a cheap caramel moment, a little bit of honey. I don't get hardly any rye whatsoever. Now, of course, everyone's waiting for me to say, but Jason, rye, straight rye in America is different than rye in Canada. Yes, yes, I know. Straight rye or rye in America should be 51%, and in Canada it means there might be rye in it. Don't you just love that? There might be rye in it. That's why my favorite bottle in the world from Canada that is available is Lot 40, 100% unmalted rye. Yay. Thank you, Dr. Don Livermore. 43% over here in Europe. 34 euros, 35 euros. Excellent. 15 euros, 33, 34 euros. On the nose, I get more honey over here. I do get a little bit of a clove moment going on here as well. Which one I prefer? Definitely this one. All right, cheers. There's a little bit of like an artificial sweetness at the beginning, and then you just get old, tired wood. I get a bitterness. I get a yeah, yucky, tart, bitter moment, and some alcohol. Not good. This is a D whiskey, people. If you're gonna mix it, mix it. But I would go for Crown Royal instead. I do not think that this is available in the United States. I think this is something. When I talked to Dr. Don Livermore 3 years ago, the last time he was at the Whiskey Fair Interwhiskey in Frankfurt, he said many people in America are jealous because we get this over here in Europe, the 10-year-old triple cask. I like this. The first bottle I had of this was fantastic. The second bottle was great. This bottle is a little bit of a Jekyll and Hyde moment. There are some moments where I go, oh, and there's other moments where I go, oh. Yeah, it's just, I'm not really sure about this all the time. Today, I like. Mm-hmm. And at the end, you get this nice little honey moment with a little bit of clove and a little bit of a nice caramel moment. What do I expect from a 15-year-old whiskey? And it has some alcohol. You do notice it's made of column stills. It's not a pot still distillation. This is something that's very common in the bourbon world and so on. So it's not bad. What do I expect from a 10-year-old triple cask 15 euro whiskey? That it's acceptable, and I could drink it if I wanted to. And that's what this is. This is acceptable. For the value for money, this is almost like an A minus for value for money. There's hardly a whiskey out there for 15 euros that I can actually recommend. This I can. Could I recommend this for 15 euros? Do I feel like I was cheated that I paid 34 euros for this? Shame on me. I need to do my due diligence better before I buy a bottle in the future. I did not do that here. Shame on me. Sorry. All right, this is getting a D and a value for money at my price, 34 euros an F. All right, so don't go buy that. If you do see this at a affordable price, let's say anything under $20, think about buying it. I actually can recommend the JP Wiser's triple barrel 10-year-old. It is 40%. There is coloring added to this. This is a basic product, but for what you're getting, it's not bad. Would I rather buy a Buffalo Trace if I could find it? Yes. Would I rather buy Mellow Corn? No. I prefer this. Just some of those bottom shelf things there. Would I prefer a Wild Turkey 101? Definitely, any day of the week. So, but I can't get that for the same price over here. I'm paying 50% more for the 101 from Wild Turkey compared to this. So, that's things how they go. All right, so my question of the day, except for the Lot 40, what is your favorite Canadian whiskey? What is your favorite Canadian whiskey? Is it something from Crown Royal? Is it something here from Corby, which would be Hiram Walker? Is it something then from a different brand that's out there? I don't know. There's the Malibu Crossing, which was interesting. There's the Pikes Creek, also from JP Weiser from Corby, which is also interesting. But of course, I just love my Lot 40. Which, sorry, what's your favorite Canadian whiskey that's available where you are? Like, subscribe, tell others, and sorry about being tricked and doing the video about JP Weiser rye, which might not be available anymore. Who knows? I think it's been replaced by the triple barrel rye, which I find everywhere online, and this is basically just some type of leftover bottles. Who knows? Thank you very much. All the best. See you soon. Bye bye.